Hello there everyone and welcome back to Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai with the Scramble for the Far East mod. Last time around we had a near disaster and a naval battle. Since then I've gone ahead and captured the city we were besieging, and I've recruited more troops, and I actually moved them into the staging area of launching an attack on Korea. So if we go through here, yeah, I would want to just show as well that I've gone ahead and started building on the railroad. So the first station is built, and we're actually building up all the stations within our domain. So we got another station over there. That one's really poorly placed, I think, or I don't know really, but like, I think that it'd probably be easier if the stations were as close as possible to like the center, because then you can send troops quickly onto the train and send them away, so you can have a recruiting place far away from the front and you can quickly get into the station. I don't know, maybe there's a limitation of how far they can be from each other, and that's why it's ended up like this. It's good here. Here's it perfect. Like, I could disembark troops right onto the train and then start choo-chooing them along the line. But if I wanted to, say, build something here, I would have to go quite a few turns to get there. But looking at it right now, it kind of looks like there is maybe a limit. So that's like a little pet peeve. Same here. Here I could actually march directly on. The interesting thing here is they've put an assassin here, and he's been attacking this garrison to the point where there's only 20 men left. He's murdered 180 out of the conscript regiment that I placed here to hold down the situation, as there were. And he's murdered 180 of them. Oh crap, this assassin is wild. I've got my assassin here, so maybe I should I have a 53% chance. I should probably... The thing is, as long as he's stuck here, he doesn't do much damage, so we'll keep him there. So the my assassin has gone around and discovered most of Korea, but that's not what the important thing is. The important thing is that I've been moving... Let's see, I've got another fleet coming in. I've been moving my navy. This one's bringing in extra troops and some extra cannons that I need. And so first I was actually gonna just land the troops over along the coast here and go ashore. But I think that you can only land on certain areas, like certain beaches, I think, where you can land. And I couldn't really find anyone along the coast except around the port. So if I landed there, there was no real close like point to attack. So I decided, rather than to do that, I would go completely to the other side of Korea, and we would start by attacking from the south and kind of throw the Koreans off guard. They're expecting us to continue the advance from the north. Here is actually the capital. I would think it would be down further south, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know really that much about Korean geography. But I mean, if you look at the kingdom from start, this is in the center, so that makes sense. In like what's part of the kingdom. But I thought it was like this one, the central one. But of course, I don't know really. Like, maybe this is like the historical center, or as close to it as possible. Who knows? Anyways, it's time to land our force, and we're gonna land the main force first, which is this one over here, with the main faction leader. He's also got... I ordered got a courtesan Not entirely sure. I mean, it's gonna aid a little bit in with morale for the troops. Is he actually landing through port though? I don't want to just like blast up port. I want to land my troops. I thought I could land it through the port. The thing is, I'm worried that the ships are just gonna... Oh, here, attack port. That's what I want to do. If we had attacked port, I'm pretty sure we could have just gone ahead and marched directly to the different places. To attack and take as much as possible, as quickly as possible, I'm thinking the main general will go over here. And this army will just siege it. And then once my general is done over here, he will switch over with the artillery so we can take this out. And with that said, let's go ahead and end turn. And see what the Koreans come up with in response to my naval invasion. Our assassin has been detected, but I don't really care about that. Army sabotage attempt. So he's trying to murder even more of them. They've gotten reinforcement of 16 men. I'm gonna get my assassin down to closest city where would be the next stop for, or where the enemy would come to reinforce this area. Would really be central Gyeongsang. There, the central place anyways. I'm gonna march all the cannons. Oh, there's an army there. They've even got some European style cannons. Or the old style. I'm gonna move to lay siege here. They have a big army, but you can see that I'm clearly in favor here. One thing that I should do here is I should actually split off this general and the Cossacks. Damn, okay, so I need to break the siege then. Break the siege just to have this guy separate. Because otherwise he won't get as much, or he won't get any XP, I believe. Why attack port? Let's see if I can actually go close enough to bombard. Someone said that it might be that that it could crash. I believe that is fixed. Oh, I forgot to disembark the courtesan. Let's see if this works then. Just in case. He said that it's fixed, so it should be fixed. Moment of truth. Bombard the target. We were able to bombard the town. And we damaged the town a little bit. And we failed to cause any damage over here. Which I can kind of understand. The range of the guns wouldn't even be able to fire that far, I believe. But there we go, that's the first move. Let's go ahead and end turn, see what they do over here. Are they going to attack us or are they just going to move in? In which case we will blast their fort to pieces and take it. And then march over here. Maybe what I should do is concentrate my ships to where the enemy... Oh no! It might be better to have one in either side, because it doesn't matter. Even if I only have one ship, I'll get the a naval bombardment, which is kind of really powerful. A lot more powerful than you would think, given the guns. With that said, let's go ahead and end turn once more. And hope for victory against the Koreans. Army sabotaged! Oh no! How many men are left now? 26. And now we cannot see him any longer. It might be that he's moving south. One thing, this reinforcement force that's coming in here, I really want them, as they move here, I want them to pass by this. Just so I can see what they have there. With the cannon and the 2 units, we might be able to do a cheeky, just go ahead and take that island from the Koreans. That would be pretty good to just hold that island as part of... Okay, so the enemy army just moved into town and they didn't really do anything. This is, I mean... Is it even worth fighting this one? It's so heavily in our favor that I can easily just auto-resolve it. Let's then move to find a better target to fight. And just auto-resolve this one. And... Ooh, I'm actually losing quite a bit of troops. A lot more than I thought. It said I was like heavily in favor, but I still managed to lose 800 men. God, okay, well... Damn. Peacefully occupy, we hold a great territory here. We'll start to build a police station and repair the fort. Luckily here, the general has logistics, which gives another 5% to replenishment, which is great. And that means that we don't have such a vastly poor replenishment rate. So fully replenished within 3 to I think for the worst ones it's 3 to 5 turns. That's a lot better than what we had before. I'm gonna send over... You know what? Let's send over the... We can actually split the cannons here. It's enough so that that army can have 1 cannon and 1 mortar. We'll send that over. And I can send the Cossacks over to protect them. But I don't think that's needed. If these guys are gonna sally forth, I want to have that second general there just so he gets the support of that. I'm going to attack the port and have the geisha. Okay, that's not how it works apparently. We just attacked the port. Right, let's bombard here. We actually, we managed to shoot down 5 silly peasants. Great. Once this gets here though, that'll be great. And yes, very nice. Also, I should say, last time around when I took that position that we were sieging, I actually came into my first point of empire. So our fame increased, which allowed me to assign these brigadier general, major general, and lieutenant general to some of my generals here. So yeah, and that was about it. I've been making my darndest to actually get the progression level to move further up here, so I can actually start to research some stuff again. And I think it's really down to just capturing more settlements to increase that. With that said, let's go ahead and move the assassin first. And then we'll go ahead and end turn. My reinforcement army got attacked by 3 of these spring rolls. I do believe I would be able to take them down with the capabilities I have. This is a smaller ship though. It's an 18-gun battle schooner, I think. Or it's a brig even. Could be dangerous. 18 guns. I think though I have a chance here. It's the safe option would be to retreat. But if I'm going to match the power of Prussia, which at this point, you know, they hold like all of the north almost, I need to just keep on trucking, as it were. We are indeed looking at a much smaller ship, but I still think I have a good chance if we do like last time and close distance to fire canister at them. it is taking me forever to maneuver into a position where I'm actually able to attack them. The reason being, I am going at the exact same speed as they are, even if I'm going directly with the wind. So that's kind of a bug. Also, or I do think this ship would go faster than these little rowboat spring rolls. And then also another thing, I did realize that I cannot switch back to round shot. So the enemy, as you can see here on my hull, has been able to just fling shots at me from out range, while I haven't actually been able to catch up to them as we travel at the exact same speed. But finally, I am now able to come within range. We'll start punishing them. If I need to fire round shot at them, I guess I can just switch to chain shot. And, or if there's something I miss here where you can turn back to firing round shot. So my ship was almost sunk when I realized, you know what? If I go all the way to the edge of the map, the AI might be stupid enough to just run straight into the side, and then I can catch up to them. And that is exactly what is happening right now. I'm gonna let the ship itself. It should fire, but I guess not. So I'll have to fire for them. Yes! We set fire to one of them. I'm gonna get even closer here.
I fear your general.
So this is the only reason that I'm able to win this match, that we ran into the edge of the map. Otherwise, they would have won, because there was no way I was gonna be able to catch up to them, and because I switched to canister a bit too early, without realizing this, I wasn't able to... There we go. And add a little bit more injury. Oh, that one surrendered. They repaired this one, but I'm about to give them another salvo, so they'll be put back on fire again. There we go. It's not a happy crew. And then another one. Let's head up and kill the last one. So I'm not entirely sure why I'm traveling so slow compared to the enemy, because there are sail ships in normal Shogun. But maybe this one's built out of the same... I don't know what it could be. I wonder, do ships don't explode in Shogun, do they? I mean, these are cannon ships.
Your general is under attack, sir.
So it could possibly, like, explode, but I don't think so. Would they? It's gonna take a while anyways. Just point this out. Let's see if we can't get a field battle, some exciting field battle going instead of fighting these very slow-moving ships. It took forever to complete this match. It was such a cat and mouse trying to maneuver and get the AI to kind of get stuck on the wall so I could actually come in close and finish them off with a canister. Obviously, once I got close to fire the canister, you need only 2 volleys to destroy one of the small ships. But of course I need to get within range, which I thought would be no problems because I have a big sail and they have a few oarsmen. But clearly that was not the case. We won, and the ship is still intact with its cargo. So, I'd definitely consider it a victory. My fleet managed to survive even though we almost actually sunk because of Oh, look at this. There isn't really anything here, is there? And with the support of this ship, I might very well be able to take this with just the little force I have. And then we move to the other side so we can shell the fort at the same time. Two 12-pounder cannons and 2 infantry units should be able to take this island. The only problem is I won't be able to maybe move all of the troops out from there. But I think taking it now is probably better than taking it later. If we go down here, I've been able to move over the cannons. So we are now in a position to attack this. Now here we've got a similar situation where we've got a high chance of victory according to this. However, of course, we know that we had an even better chance over here. But we lost almost, I think, 900 men. And it's only this general that has the good replenishment rate. So we'll definitely have to play this one ourselves. And I think that'll be a pretty cool battle. So without further ado, let's fight the siege. I decided to go ahead and conduct most of the bombardment before we actually started the video, because to save time really. With that said, I think we are more or less ready to go ahead and charge the castle, and that is what we're going to do. Now I've divided it into 3 attacks. We're gonna start off with this one over here, where we're gonna put ourselves in the flank of this building, which they've put archers. We're gonna try and dislodge them, and from there we're gonna go move forward and threaten this wall right here. As that is happening, the light infantry will make its push towards this wall right here, followed by these 2 units of infantry. Actually, if I put them up here, they might actually be able to shoot over. And then the 3rd flank, which is these units, which will, some of them was the idea to climb this wall, and some of them were going to charge in through this gate. Now, at that point they didn't actually have troops here, so it looks like we're going to be stalled trying to attack there. And also this tower is still functional. And yeah, there's loads of troops in the way. So, and since there's no one at this wall, I am going to detach these instead, and we're going to try and use these to kill and dislodge the troops up here. This will just stand ready to charge this wall and climb over. And then at the same time we're gonna move these guys forward to prepare the attack. And then we'll tell all of these to fire at will. From the angle out here... Oh, we're now coming under artillery fire. That was not the plan. We're gonna move in on a slight angle like this, and from there we're going to attack them. The light troops have started opening fire, so hopefully they'll be able to shoot down all the defenders over here. I hope that is what they're aiming for anyways. So this is what the light troops looks like. Setting up, firing. And then these are the new regular infantry that I've put in to the army. And then we have the grenadiers, which are the new unit, which are not these guys in the back, it's these guys in the front. So you can tell the grenadiers by the fact that they've green pants compared to the old style infantry we had down there. Well, by old, I mean the ones we recruited at the start. So that's how you can kind of tell, and you can also tell by the flag they're carrying.
Your men have the enemy tower! Fine work,
We've
sir.
destroyed another tower, that's good. That means we are going to be able to attack there. We destroyed this tower, that's good. That means we're going to be able to attack there as well. Using the mortar shots here, I'm going to target this unit right here. Cannon, at this point I don't care what you shoot at. How's it going? Have we killed any archers yet? Oh, the archers are repositioning now. That's great. Will reposition to face that. And at the same time I want to move forward so we can attack the wall over here. But it looks like I'm only going to be able to use one unit. As if I spread out further there, will oh, they're retreating. Okay. Then we'll move these 2 units forward to take control of this area. We are coming under fire by the artillery. I'm gonna move slightly back then to put myself on an angle firing on the wall. At the same time, the enemy isn't really making a push to contest us moving closer to the wall, so I'm gonna move even closer. The light troops, they haven't killed as many as I had hoped, so I think I will just force our way at the enemy. We're gonna move these slightly more forward, and then we're gonna move these up, and we're gonna just pummel the enemy with fire, with musket fire. Just overwhelm them with the amount of fire I will put down.
Sir, a unit has fired off all its ammunition.
That would be the cannons. As the musket units... Oh, is that archers? If you please, you can go ahead and return fire on the guys which are now taking a position on the wall. Go ahead and set it up like this, and then have the other 2 units like that, firing at will. They moved away the archers here, so we should be able to move through. The mortars out of shot.
Your units can no longer fire, General.
Cannons soon out of shot. As the enemy is pushing a lot of troops over here. Thing is, I need my general closer to support these troops, as otherwise they might very well break. I was hoping I'd be able to climb up there and kill those guys, but I don't think we will. I'll send 1 unit up there, just to dislodge the enemy from the wall. Oh, this unit's about to break. The archer fire has been too much for them. What we'll do is we'll set up the light infantry to aid there, since they're not doing much towards here. We've put extra strength on the troops here. I think this unit has to retreat as well. They didn't do too well there. We're climbing the wall. Should hopefully stop them from firing. Where's my second general? He is within range to support. We'll have the second Grenadier unit following, actually, get them all up there. And now these 2 infantry units will charge up through there. Hurry into position. And then we'll get the light troops should start firing over here. Aid us. And at the same time as these now marching in, these should make their way through this gate. Which I haven't actually taken control of that.
Sir, I fear your general is in mortal peril, sir.
And we'll support the unit that's climbed up. I'm gonna put 1 unit in front to kind of brace the attack, and then the second one's going to be ready to back them up and fire upon the enemy. Burn the gate so you get through. And then this one isn't doing that much in the terms of actually doing anything against these. So we'll probably move that as soon as possible. The gate is now burning. We should be able to move through pretty soon. General support both these forces.
You have triumphed over the enemy!
We are... it's going quite slow here. Oh, they're falling back. They're falling back. I think we'll send forth the troops to actually climb the wall here. The gate is broken. Let's move in the troops. It's definitely going to be needed. Gonna move the general closer. Over here, how's it going for my grenadiers? It isn't going that great, is it? Go ahead and charge and get rid of all of these red pajama guys. We are breaking the enemy over here. Second unit is almost ready to set up. At the same time, these two are coming in. So that's good. The guys at the wall have moved away, which means we're going to send in this one as well. Oh, we broke the enemy over here. That's good. What we'll do is we'll set it up like that, and both these units will be able to aid each other. And then these two will come in and set up like that. That looks good. The light troops at this point, no point in them climbing up. And now I've caught the enemy in a crossfire. Murderous fire being pushed down upon the enemy. And hopefully soon enough we'll get even more crossfire going in on the enemy. Grenadiers. Let's see, the big grenadier unit will fight while the smaller one will move to the side and fire up the side of the enemy. They're not happy with the situation, but I imagine as soon as they'll be able to start firing on the enemy here, that'll change, and we'll break the Koreans. Why have you guys stopped firing? There's plenty of Koreans left to shoot. Actually, they're all retreating, aren't they? Going for melee charges. Get rid of all of them. There's still some over here. Why don't I order these to make line as well? And maybe it'll be enough to have these guys even set up to fire as well. With all that, that's some darn murderous fire, isn't it? But the Koreans don't give up. It doesn't seem like we're hitting that many of them though, given the amount of musket fire. That guy got hit quite a few times. Surprised they're not giving up. At the same time, everyone's getting killed over here. Let's go ahead and see if we can't capture this part. And at the same time, I need to send someone over to capture this stupid tower that's doing damage to us. Let's get both generals over here to support. These guys are definitely crossed in, like, stuck in such a murderous crossfire over here. I think this guy is about to get stabbed. Yep. And when this general coming up, then we'll be able to use the encourage ability to encourage the troops to fire even better. And then the rally is going to come up. That's just for the morale. I'm surprised they're still fighting. I guess once the gate maybe gets blown out, and troops attack them from the back, that's when they... You know what? I'll already send some troops up. Send them up the wall. And have them fire upon the enemy. And maybe that will change the tune and force the Korean militia to retreat. I mean, it sounds and it looks deadly, but it does, at the same time it doesn't.
An enemy tower is yours, General.
The gate is now open. But they're still fighting. They're still holding on. Use all kinds of inspirability and all that. Here comes another volley from the back. Soon there will be nowhere to go for these guys. I guess we're gonna have to kill them to the very last man. I can hear someone shooting back here, but I'm not entirely sure what they're shooting at. Oh, it's a tower! It's a matchlock tower, and it's shooting at some retreating troops at the gate. According to map, there's a retreating soldier here somewhere. Oh, there! There they are. As we come back here, there are now 8 enemies left. And then there were 3, and then there's 1. And now the battle is over. And it became eerily quiet as we secure the fort. Right, with that said, let's go back to the campaign map, shall we? Here's the results of the battle. I guess in the end, the outer assault wasn't that far off, because we actually lost more troops here, where I didn't outer assault. I thought I would do better, but I guess I didn't artillery them that much, and there's probably a few other ideas there. We got caught in some dangerous fire as the enemy moved up to the wall. So I lost 1,000, so 200 men more. However, we took the castle. That's the important thing. What I could do is I could move over the main army general or the main faction leader over here to replenish the troops, and in that way be able to get them back in fighting order in no time, compared to here, which 5, 4, 10 for this guy, 8, 6 is not as bad. Oh, this one's 11. It's not as bad as the other though, where where certain units had to wait for like I think 14 turns or stuff like that. We're gonna end the video here, but before I do, I want to send the Cossack army, or the cavalry units, to kind of scout out what's going on here. So we've made a beachhead, we've taken 2 provinces down in the south, and we made really good progress on taking out the Koreans. They definitely didn't see that coming. I haven't really found a spot where they are gathering like a proper size army. It's all these small forces. But I would imagine it would be somewhere around the capital area. Maybe this province, somewhere around here. But we'll see. For next episode, I should be able to move further inland and take even more provinces from the enemy. With that said, we're going to end the video right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!